Namaste everyone. In today's video, we're going to focus on Muni Patanjali's Yoga Sutra 3.18. Now in this particular Yoga Sutra, Muni Patanjali is helping us to understand one more vibhuti which develops through the Yoga Sadhak's practice of Sanyam. And this particular vibhuti is the realization and understanding of the knowledge of past lives. So let's take a good look at what the sutra is, start breaking it up word by word and understanding it a little bit better. So the sutra itself goes, Sanskara sakshat karanat purvajati jnanam. Alright, so this is the sutra itself. Now let's look at each of the words and start breaking it up step by step to understand what it's conveying. So the first word here is sanskar, and sanskar refers to the impressions, certain impressions that are created either on our mind or within the karmashaya. And then coming to the next word, which is sakshat karana. Now this basically sakshi or sakshat is referencing the witness principle, which is, with the production before the eyes. So something that the eyes are witnessing or observing. And then moving to the next one is purva. Purva means earlier or previous. And then coming to the next, jati. Now jati is really interesting because over here it's being translated as birth or lives. And the final word is jnanam or jnanam, which refers to knowledge. So what is being basically said in this sutra is that by bringing back the particular sanskaras that are stored in the karmashaya, so by concentrating on those impressions, those latent impressions that have been created as a result of past actions, they're all there within the karmashaya. So by bringing them to the forefront and focusing on them through sanyam, we now start to gain an understanding and knowledge of our past lives. So this is what the sutra is telling us is a vibhuti or a particular power that the yogi can actually work towards through the process of sanyam. So now let's go even deeper into the sutra and try to see what exactly it's telling us. So the sutra is saying that it is possible now to extract the information from the past lives and the memory of those lifetimes. Now this is really interesting because memory itself is such a unique concept. It's something that we can't really display with our hands, but we all know we have it. It's stored somewhere in our consciousness and in our minds. And whenever we need, we're able to retrieve memory and bring it up to the forefront to actually utilize it. Now, mostly this is possible with the memories within this lifetime. As far back as the ages of 1, 2, and 3, we are able to remember certain incidents, events, especially if they hold some significance for us, we are able to recollect them and bring them back to the forefront. But past lives is a completely different ball game because most of us cannot go that deep into the karmashaya or into the karmic tendencies to understand what has happened that time. And of course, there's a reason why that knowledge is not available to us right now, because in our working memory, if we had all the information of all the previous lifetimes, it would be very difficult to concentrate on this lifetime. It's like every time we're reborn, we're reinventing ourselves. We have the impression, of course, of the things that have happened before, which kind of determines our tendencies, our wants, our desires. But we don't have the exact memory that we can recollect very easily. But what a yogi or a yoga sadhak is able to do is to tap into that if need be and actually be able to access those files which are deep in storage. Now, this is also something very interesting because research and studies have shown of late that even prenatal conditions, there are memories being formed in that state. And therefore, it's very important to think about when does memory really begin in a particular lifetime? Is it when there's the creation of an embryo or an embryo within a mother's womb? So it's very sort of debatable. There's a lot of research still being done as we speak about this regard. But from what we understand from this sutra, it's explaining that the karmashaya exists no matter what. All of us have certain karmas, past life actions, imprints that we carry forward with us. It's just that most of us are not aware of them. So sometimes we act out of compulsion because we're kind of bound by karma. Sometimes, have you seen those puppets, the ones that you kind of move with strings? Karma can be like those strings sometimes, just moving us around without our knowledge. So what happens is a yog sadhak is able to concentrate so deeply, go so deep into the realm of the karmashaya, that he or she is actually able to gain the knowledge via concentration and deep contemplation about their past lives, if they so desire. So that is a vibhuti, or a particular power that develops over a period of time, and that is accessible to a yog sadhak. Now, why has the sutra been introduced here is because Muni Patanjali is trying to acquaint us with some of these powers that might come up along the way as we, conscientiously make our way towards the Kaivalya path. And so not to get surprised, and instead, if need be, we can use these powers for universal welfare, or we just let them be aware that we have these powers and continue moving on to the next realm. So therefore, this is just one more vibhuti. There are several more in the upcoming sutras. This is just one of them that becomes available to a yog sadhak when he's able to do dhyana, dhyan and samadhi on the past lives and on the karmashaya. So this is it for this particular sutra. I hope that you found this video helpful and useful. If you have, please don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section below. Give this video a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe and to share this video with your friends and family, especially those who are studying the Yoga Sutras. We look forward now to seeing you in an upcoming video, workshop or class, the links for which are again in the description, and we cannot wait to see you in the next one. Until then, take care, keep practicing, and we're going to see you very soon. Namaste.